understanding the European traveler, right? So I think for in terms of our sales of cross-border, it's not just UK, from all sorts of countries around Europe. Chris is probably the same. You've got New York, and then you've got a big gap into the next most popular city. And the reason why is it's the closest, right? It's the closest to Europe, and you have the cheap flight. And also, it's interesting because if you look at events in the States, like games at Madison Square Garden, US Open, we as Europeans view those as, you know, really primo events. You know, but as I said, you can go to Madison Square Garden. I've done it for a basketball game against someone and pay a really small price. You can't do that in Europe. It's not the same. So I think Europeans come over. Obviously, the exchange rate works in their favor. And, you know, they can get a pretty good deal. So it's pretty interesting for them. They like the way they can get something ahead of time and, you know, come over and go to these events. So, yeah, you know, we'd really encourage it. We'd really encourage it. You know, we have multiple brokers in the US listing on our site. We get the big file. You know, some of the events some of the, you know, middle American type events, which are really, really popular, American Idol in, you know, God knows where, you know, that's not really good. Occasionally, randomly they sell, but not so well. So, you know, big acts, New York, LA, the Knicks, stuff like that. It's definitely worth putting it up there.